Welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into the world of rare and valuable Washington quarter-dollar coins from the United States of America. These silver coins are not just currency but pieces of history treasured by collectors worldwide. In this video we will count down the top 5 most expensive Washington quarters ever sold, revealing their unique features and the reasons behind their incredible market value. Some of these coins are worth thousands, while others have reached millions of dollars at auctions. Stay tuned as we explore the fascinating stories behind these iconic silver coins and uncover what makes them some of the most sought-after collectibles in the world. Let's get started. Top 1. The 1965 United States Washington quarter-dollar coin holds a special place in American numismatics as it represents a transitional period in the history of U.S. coinage. This coin is notable because it was the first year that the United States Mint shifted from using 90% silver in quarters to a clad composition of copper and nickel due to rising silver prices and the increasing cost of production. Before 1965, all Washington quarters were struck in 90% silver, making them highly sought after by collectors. Today, the 1965 Washington quarter was minted without any mint mark, which signifies that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and this adds a unique element to its historical significance for coin enthusiasts. The 1965 quarter marks the beginning of a new era in coinage, yet it retains the iconic design introduced in 1932, featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, crafted by John Flanagan. In terms of design, the obverse of the 1965 Washington quarter showcases the profile of George Washington facing left. His hair is tied with a ribbon, and the lettering United States of America and quarter-dollar frame the portrait elegantly. The motto "In God We Trust" appears to the left of Washington, and the word Liberty arches above his head. The reverse side features a majestic eagle with wings spread perched on a bundle of arrows surrounded by olive branches, symbolizing the strength and peace of the nation. This classic design remained unchanged for decades and became a symbol recognized throughout the United States and around the world. Numismatists appreciate the artistry of Flanagan design for its simplicity, clarity, and historical resonance. The historical context of the 1965 quarter is fascinating because it reflects the economic pressures of the 1960s. The Coinage Act of 1965 mandated the removal of silver from dimes and quarters due to the melting of coins for bullion and the hoarding of precious metals. This legislative decision created the first clad coins for general circulation in nearly half a century, and it was met with both public interest and concern. Collectors today often seek the 1965 quarter as it represents a pivotal shift in the composition of American coins and provides a tangible connection to the economic history of the nation during the mid-20th century. In fine condition, the 1965 Washington quarter is valued not only for its historical significance but also for its collectible appeal. Coins in fine condition exhibit moderate wear with major design elements still visible and recognizable, but with smoother surfaces due to circulation. The finer details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers are still discernible even though they may be slightly worn. Collectors categorize coins carefully based on condition using standards such as good, very good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, and uncirculated, and a fine grade sits in the middle, providing a balance between rarity and affordability for enthusiasts and investors alike. The market value of a 1965 Washington quarter in fine condition today varies depending on factors such as collector demand and the overall supply of coins in similar condition. Generally, these coins sell for a few dollars each, as the coin itself is common in circulation due to the large number minted. However, silver content no longer applies to these coins, making them more accessible to beginner collectors. Those seeking higher grade examples or coins with exceptional eye appeal may pay a premium, and rare era coins from 1965 can fetch significantly higher prices in the numismatic market, creating opportunities for careful buyers and investors. Collectors are often drawn to the 1965 Washington quarter for its role as a transition coin because it bridges the silver era with the modern clad era. The decision to remove silver sparked interest in numismatics and led to widespread collection of both older 90% silver quarters and the new copper-nickel quarters issued in 1965. The quarter serves as a teaching tool for coin collectors, explaining the economic and legislative factors that influence coin production and demonstrating how shifts in material and design can create collectible milestones that hold value over decades. The production of the 1965 Washington quarter was immense as the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of coins to meet the demands of a growing economy and a changing monetary system. Despite this large mintage, many coins were lost to circulation over time or subjected to wear and tear, making well-preserved specimens more desirable for collectors. Coins without mint marks from this year are straightforward to identify, and their simple yet elegant design ensures that they remain one of the most recognizable coins in American coinage history. The high availability combined with historical importance makes this coin a staple in American coin collections. In examining the cultural impact of the 1965 Washington quarter, one can see that it represents more than just currency. It reflects mid-20th century American history and economic conditions, and it embodies the enduring image of George Washington, who has appeared on the quarter for more than 90 years. The coin also teaches important lessons about coinage policy and the practical considerations of metals and production costs influencing the economy and the daily lives of Americans. Collectors often appreciate these stories as much as the physical coins themselves, making the 1965 quarter a favorite in educational displays and private collections. The 1965 Washington quarter also serves as a bridge between generations of collectors. Older collectors remember the transition from silver to clad coins, and younger collectors often begin their numismatic journey with coins from this period. The coin therefore carries both nostalgia and educational value for those studying American history or coinage. In coin collecting circles, it is frequently recommended as an entry point due to its accessibility, historical significance, and the ability to compare it to previous silver quarters for a tangible understanding of numismatic evolution. For those interested in investment, the 1965 Washington quarter in fine condition is a practical choice. Coins from this year are affordable and widely available, yet they still offer collectible and historical appeal. Investing in coins like the 1965 quarter allows collectors to build a foundation for a larger collection and provides the opportunity to trade or sell as market demand fluctuates. Coins in better condition or with special characteristics such as errors or proof versions can increase in value over time, creating potential financial benefit for careful collectors who understand the market dynamics. The story of the 1965 quarter also includes its role in public circulation and everyday life. Many Americans carried these coins in their pockets, wallets, and purses, using them for everyday transactions. The design remained a familiar sight on the streets and shops and on vending machines across the country. The widespread circulation of these coins allowed them to become part of the cultural memory of a generation and add sentimental value for those who recognize them from childhood or family collections. This dual aspect of everyday use and collector interest contributes to the coin's enduring popularity. Finally, the 1965 United States Washington quarter remains an important piece of American numismatic history. Its historical context, production changes, and collectible appeal make it a coin worthy of study and collection. Whether valued for its educational significance, financial potential, or aesthetic design, the coin continues to attract collectors of all ages. Its place in the story of American coinage demonstrates how economic policy, design, innovation, and historical events converge to create coins that endure for generations. The 1965 Washington quarter is more than just currency, it is a symbol of a pivotal era in the history of the United States. Next up, Top 2. The 1966 Washington quarter is a coin that captures the essence of American history and the artistry of coinage during a transformative period in the United States. The coin was minted in Philadelphia and is notable for being composed of 40% silver and 60% copper, a composition that was standard for quarters minted before 1965, making it one of the last coins to carry significant silver content. After the Coinage Act of 1965 dramatically reduced silver in circulating coinage, the absence of a mint mark on the 1966 quarter indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which has long been a center of American coin production and has contributed to some of the most iconic coins in United States history. The uncirculated condition of this coin means that it has never been used in everyday transactions and retains its original mint luster, making it especially desirable to collectors who value pristine examples of American coinage. The history of the Washington quarter dates back to 1932, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design was created by John Flanagan and features a dignified portrait of the first president on the obverse and an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows on the reverse, symbolizing strength and vigilance. The 1966 edition continues this proud tradition and represents a period in American history marked by social change and economic growth. It is a piece of history that can be held in the hand and admired for both its design and its material composition. The coin reflects the values and artistry of its era and connects collectors to the broader narrative of United States history. The 1966 Washington quarter is part of a series that is often overlooked by casual collectors yet highly prized by numismatists due to its silver content and uncirculated condition. While millions of quarters were minted in 1966, the vast majority were circulated, meaning that finding one in pristine condition is relatively rare. Collectors pay attention to details such as the sharpness of the strike, the quality of the luster, and the absence of scratches or handling marks, which all contribute to the coin's overall grade and market value. Owning a 1966 uncirculated quarter is a way to preserve a tangible piece of history in a condition that closely resembles the moment it left the mint. The United States Mint produced the 1966 Washington quarter during a transitional period when the nation was moving away from silver coinage for everyday use. This transition makes coins from this era particularly interesting to collectors because they represent both the end of a silver standard and the beginning of a more modern coinage system. The 1966 quarter therefore serves as a bridge between the classic silver coins of the early 20th century and the clad coins that dominate circulation today. It is a reminder of the changing economy and the evolving approach to coinage in the United States. In uncirculated condition, the 1966 Washington quarter can command significant attention on the collector's market. The market value depends on factors such as appeal, overall strike, and preservation of original mint luster. While a circulated 1966 quarter may be worth only a few dollars, the uncirculated examples can reach substantially higher values, especially if they have been graded by professional numismatic services. Coins with high grades such as MS-65 or MS-66 can attract collectors who are willing to pay a premium for quality and historical significance. The value is also influenced by the demand among collectors who specialize in Washington quarters and silver coin collections. The design details of the 1966 Washington quarter are worth examining closely. The obverse portrait of George Washington is sharp and well-proportioned, showing the president in a dignified pose with fine details in the hair and facial features. The reverse features an eagle with wings spread perched above a pair of arrows and olive branches representing readiness and peace. The rim is smooth and well-defined, and the edge of the coin has reeded lines that add to the tactile experience of holding the coin in hand. These details are preserved beautifully in an uncirculated example, providing both visual and historical appeal. Collectors and historians alike appreciate the 1966 Washington quarter not only for its silver content but also for its role in reflecting American culture and identity during the mid-20th century. The coin represents a moment in time when the nation was navigating social change, technological innovation, and a growing presence on the world stage. Holding a 1966 uncirculated quarter is a way to connect with that history and to appreciate the craftsmanship that went into producing everyday objects that have become cherished collectibles over time. The 1966 Washington quarter also has educational value for those interested in numismatics. The coin can teach about the history of U.S. coinage, the importance of silver in the economy, and the evolution of design standards over time. It is often used by collectors to demonstrate grading techniques, the significance of mint marks, and the impact of circulation on coin value. Young collectors and experienced numismatists alike can study the coin to understand how preservation and handling affect a coin's condition and why uncirculated examples are so highly prized. In the marketplace today, the 1966 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition is sought after for both investment and aesthetic reasons. The value can fluctuate depending on silver prices, collector demand, and the condition of the coin. Professionally graded coins often sell at auctions or through private dealers with prices reflecting the coin's rarity and desirability. Coins that are MS-63 or higher can achieve significant premiums and are considered excellent additions to a silver coin or Washington quarter collection. Owning one provides both historical insight and tangible financial value. The story of the 1966 Washington quarter is also a story of American ingenuity and resilience. The coin embodies the artistic vision of John Flanagan, the dedication of mint workers, and the pride of a nation in its symbols and leaders. It is a reminder that even small objects like coins carry enormous cultural significance and can connect people across generations to the history of the country. The silver content adds a material dimension to its importance, giving collectors a sense of ownership over a precious metal as well as a piece of national heritage. For those creating a collection, the 1966 uncirculated Washington quarter represents a key piece of a larger narrative spanning decades of coinage. The series itself showcases changes in technology, design, and economics, while maintaining continuity in the portrayal of George Washington. The coin is often paired with other quarters from the 1960s and earlier to illustrate the evolution of minting and design choices. It provides a tangible timeline that collectors can appreciate and study in depth, offering both aesthetic pleasure and historical education. The appeal of the 1966 Washington quarter extends beyond numismatics into the world of storytelling and education. It can be featured in video content about rare coins, silver coinage, and American history, offering viewers a chance to learn about material culture, craftsmanship, and market dynamics. The uncirculated example serves as a visual centerpiece that illustrates the beauty and detail of mid-20th century coinage. It allows creators to discuss history, design, artistry, and investment potential in a single compelling artifact. In conclusion, the 1966 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition is a rare and valuable coin that offers both historical significance and financial potential. Its silver composition, exquisite design, and pristine preservation make it a prized item for collectors and enthusiasts alike. The coin tells the story of an era in American history, it connects people to the artistry of minting, and it provides a lasting reminder of the cultural and economic context of the 1960s. Holding a 1966 uncirculated Washington quarter is like holding a piece of living history, a tangible link to the past and a beautiful example of American coinage craftsmanship. Next up, Top 3. The 1967 Washington quarter dollar is a fascinating piece of United States coinage history that carries a story of an era when coins reflected both national pride and the transition in the metals used in circulation. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, which has been a symbol of American heritage since 1932, while the reverse displays the majestic eagle with outstretched wings embodying strength and freedom. This particular quarter was minted without a mint mark, indicating it was produced in Philadelphia during a time when the nation was undergoing economic and social changes, and the coin itself has become a tangible connection to that period. In 1967, the United States had already moved away from using silver in circulating dimes, quarters, and half dollars, except for the special collector issues. This Washington quarter stands out because it still contains the silver composition of 40% silver and 60% copper, a metal blend that gives it a distinct weight and feel. Unlike the later clad coins that replaced silver in everyday use, the texture of the coin in old condition shows the passage of time with wear that tells the story of countless hands that have held it and countless transactions that it has witnessed, making it more than just currency but a piece of living history. Collectors today prize the 1967 Washington quarter for its place in the timeline of American coinage. The coin was produced in large quantities, yet finding one in old condition without heavy damage or corrosion adds a layer of rarity that appeals to numismatists. The charm of the coin lies in its simplicity and historical significance, as it represents the last years before the full transition to the clad composition when silver became scarce and coinage had to adapt to the demands of a growing economy. The absence of a mint mark also adds a subtle uniqueness as it anchors the coin to Philadelphia, one of the earliest and most historically important mints in the United States. The market value of a 1967 Washington quarter in old condition varies depending on the level of wear and overall eye appeal. While circulated coins are often valued modestly, the fact that it still carries silver content elevates its worth for those interested in bullion, as well as collectors' coins that have retained a nice patina with minimal damage can fetch higher prices in auctions and coin shops, reflecting both their collectible and intrinsic value. The current market in dollars sees these quarters range from a few dollars for heavily worn specimens to over $20 for coins that display better surfaces and preserve details, creating a dynamic environment for buyers and sellers alike. The history of the 1967 Washington quarter is also intertwined with the broader context of American society. In the 1960s, during this decade, the United States was experiencing rapid cultural, economic, and political changes, from the space race to civil rights movements, and the coin quietly circulated through the hands of citizens witnessing these transformations. The simple design of George Washington on the obverse serves as a reminder of enduring principles and national identity, even as the world around it evolved quickly and dramatically, reflecting how coins often serve as silent witnesses to history in ways larger events cannot replicate. In terms of design, the Washington quarter underwent subtle adjustments in 1967. The size remained consistent at 24.3 mm in diameter and a weight of 625 grams. The raised rim provided durability, while the reeded edge helped deter counterfeiting. The eagle on the reverse symbolizes vigilance and preparedness, while the inscriptions remind collectors and users alike of the enduring values of liberty and justice. The coin's craftsmanship captures a level of detail that continues to impress numismatists today as they study the fine lines and contours that define the portrait and the feathers of the eagle, with a sense of admiration for the artistry involved in coin production at that time. Collectors who specialize in silver coins often highlight the 1967 Washington quarter as an accessible entry point into silver numismatics. Unlike earlier quarters, which might command higher premiums, the 1967 version is relatively easier to acquire while still offering the allure of genuine silver content. This makes it ideal for both novice collectors seeking to start a collection and seasoned enthusiasts looking to complete a chronological set of Washington quarters. The blend of historical context, aesthetic appeal, and silver content ensures that this coin continues to hold a special place in private collections across the United States and beyond, attracting attention from international buyers interested in American coinage. When considering the rarity of the 1967 Washington quarter, it is important to recognize that although millions were minted, its scarcity comes from condition rather than numbers. Those coins that have survived in old condition with legible features and minimal damage are far less common than the total mintage would suggest. The passage of time naturally leads to wear, corrosion, and loss, making well-preserved specimens increasingly sought after by collectors and dealers alike. The combination of historical importance, metal content, and condition rarity creates a market where each coin tells a unique story beyond its face value as a quarter. The story of this coin extends into its role as a financial asset over time. In addition to being collectible, a 1967 Washington quarter with silver content also holds intrinsic value tied to the price of silver. This dual appeal makes it versatile for collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike who appreciate both numismatic history and material worth. The value in dollars fluctuates with silver prices and market demand, creating opportunities for buyers and sellers to benefit from trends in precious metal markets while also enjoying the historical and aesthetic qualities of the coin. For content creators, this coin provides rich material to engage audiences interested in history, numismatics, and investing. The 1967 Washington quarter serves as a gateway into discussions about coin collecting tips, the evolution of American coinage, and the significance of silver in mid-20th century currency. Detailed close-ups of the coin highlighting where patterns, design features, and inscriptions allow viewers to connect visually with history while understanding the factors that influence market value, creating compelling, educational, and visually satisfying content that appeals to a wide audience. The appeal of the coin also lies in its tactile experience. Collectors enjoy holding the coin, examining its edges, feeling the raised portrait, and appreciating the weight that distinguishes it from modern quarters. The physical interaction creates a connection to history that digital images alone cannot replicate. The coin becomes a conversation starter in collections discussions and videos as enthusiasts share stories of how they acquired it, the condition of their specimens, and the subtle differences they observe in various coins from the same year, enhancing the richness of the collecting experience. Finally, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar represents continuity and change simultaneously. It is a bridge between the era of silver coinage and the modern clad coins that followed. It reflects the design standards of the United States Mint and the cultural identity of the nation during a period of transformation. Its preservation in old condition allows current and future generations to appreciate both the artistry and historical significance encapsulated in this small yet powerful piece of currency, making it a timeless artifact worthy of study, display, and discussion in both personal collections and educational platforms. Next up, Top 4. The 1971 Washington quarter dollar is an intriguing piece of United States coinage history featuring the distinguished portrait of George Washington on the obverse side of the coin, a design that has been cherished by collectors and historians alike since its introduction in 1932. This particular edition, minted in Denver, carries the D Mint mark signifying its origin and showcases the meticulous craftsmanship that the United States Mint maintained during the early 1970s. The coin's composition reflects the transition period in coinage where silver content was reduced, making original silver quarters increasingly desirable to collectors and investors who value both historical significance and intrinsic metal content. The reverse of the 1971 quarter highlights the classic eagle design, spreading its wings across the coin with a sense of power and vigilance that has symbolized American strength and freedom for decades. Every detail from the feathers to the lettering has been carefully struck to preserve both aesthetic beauty and historical accuracy. These quarters were widely circulated, yet finding a specimen in nice condition today is becoming increasingly rare, and the D Mint mark adds a layer of collectible appeal that makes it a sought-after item for numismatists around the world. During 1971, the United States was experiencing significant changes economically and socially which indirectly influenced coin production and collecting trends. Many collectors began focusing on coins from this era due to their historical context and the fact that fewer silver quarters were available from mints other than Philadelphia. This makes the Denver minted pieces particularly interesting for both beginner and experienced collectors who are looking to diversify their collections with coins that carry both numismatic and intrinsic value. The market value of a 1971 Washington quarter with D Mint mark in nice condition varies depending on the coin's grade, and appeal coins that retain original luster and have minimal wear often fetch higher prices at auctions and in private sales. Collectors often look for coins that have well-defined details on Washington's portrait and sharp eagle features on the reverse side, as these characteristics indicate careful handling and preservation over decades. Historically, the Washington quarter was introduced to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, and it quickly became a staple in American currency. Over the years, small variations in minting and metal composition have led to numerous collectible varieties. Each quarter minted in Denver during the early 1970s reflects a combination of craftsmanship and historical moment that collectors find captivating. The D Mint mark itself is a symbol of quality and origin, which adds a tangible connection to the broader story of American coinage. In today's collector market, silver Washington quarters from the 1960s and early 1970s have gained attention due to their limited silver content and historical significance. These coins are often included in specialized coin sets and investment portfolios as more coins are discovered in circulation, and many are already lost or damaged. The remaining coins in nice condition are increasingly valued, creating both a sense of urgency and excitement among coin enthusiasts and investors alike. The 1971 Washington quarter with D mint mark is not only a piece of currency but also a piece of art and history. Its design captures the dignity of America's first president and the craftsmanship of the United States Mint during a period of change. Collectors appreciate the balance between aesthetic appeal and historical context, which makes each coin a story in metal that connects the present with the past. For those interested in purchasing or selling a 1971 D Washington quarter, condition and authenticity are crucial factors such as surface preservation, luster, absence of scratches, and overall strike quality influence market value significantly. Coins that have been professionally graded by recognized numismatic organizations often achieve premium prices as buyers have confidence in the stated grade and condition. This has contributed to a thriving market for historical coins and encourages collectors to maintain careful stewardship of their coins. Many coin enthusiasts also enjoy the thrill of hunting for 1971 Denver quarters in circulation, as each coin can potentially be a hidden gem. The combination of historical interest, silver content, and relative scarcity makes it a coin that appeals to both casual collectors and serious numismatists. Some collectors enjoy comparing different mint marks and understanding how subtle differences in production can affect value and desirability over time. The story of the Washington quarter extends beyond mere currency, as it represents cultural and historical touchstones. Americans have carried these coins in their pockets for generations, passing them down as keepsakes or using them in everyday transactions, which adds a personal and nostalgic dimension to each coin. The 1971 D quarter is part of this ongoing legacy, linking collectors with a tangible piece of history that transcends monetary value. Over the decades, the 1971 Denver minted quarter has continued to capture the attention of collectors due to its combination of historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and silver content. Many coin catalogs and price guides feature this coin, and it remains a popular item for both auctions and private sales. Its presence in collections around the world underscores the universal appeal of well-preserved coins from this era and highlights the importance of careful preservation and documentation. Collectors often take pride in assembling complete series of Washington quarters, and the 1971 D quarter is a key component in completing sets from the 1960s and 1970s. Its historical context, silver content, and attractive design make it a valuable addition to any collection. Owning such a coin connects collectors to the past and provides an opportunity to appreciate the artistry, craftsmanship, and history embodied in every minted piece. In conclusion, the 1971 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark is a remarkable coin that combines historical significance, silver content, aesthetic appeal, and collectible value. Its presence in the numismatic community continues to inspire collectors and investors alike. The story of this coin reflects both the history of the United States and the ongoing fascination with coins as tangible artifacts that preserve moments in time and offer a lasting connection to the nation's heritage. Next up, Top 5. The Washington quarter of 1996 with a D mint mark stands as one of the most recognized coins in the United States, and it represents a significant piece of American numismatic history that collectors and enthusiasts have cherished for decades. And its composition is rooted in the traditional copper-nickel clad with a small percentage of silver for special issues and proof sets, which adds a unique shine and luster to the coin, making it a coveted item for coin collectors. And its design pays homage to the first president of the United States, George Washington, whose profile graces the obverse of the coin with remarkable detail, capturing the dignity and leadership of one of the most important figures in American history. On the reverse side of the 1996 Washington quarter, the iconic eagle spreads its wings in a powerful stance symbolizing strength and freedom, and it carries a legacy that dates back to the original 1932 release of the Washington quarter series, which was first struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. And over the years, this series has become a staple in American coinage, offering a glimpse into the artistic and cultural evolution of the United States minting practices and coin design philosophies that reflect both history and national pride. The D mint mark on this 1996 quarter signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the key production facilities of the United States Mint that has been producing coins since the early 20th century, and the mint mark not only identifies the origin of the coin but also plays a crucial role in determining its rarity and value among collectors who often seek coins from different mints to complete their collections. And the Denver Mint is known for its high-quality strikes and consistency, which adds to the appeal of the 1996 D Washington quarter in good condition. Collectors today value the 1996 Washington quarter with a D mint mark for its historical significance, and its presence in circulation has gradually decreased over the years, making well-preserved specimens increasingly rare. And coins in good condition retain sharp details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, and they show minimal wear from handling, which is a testament to the careful preservation by collectors and numismatists who understand the importance of maintaining the coin's original charm and intrinsic appeal. The 1996 Washington quarter is often sought after not just for its numismatic value, but also for its connection to the broader story of American coinage in the late 20th century, a period that saw the mint experimenting with new technologies and finishes to enhance the appeal of its coins, and the subtle changes in metal composition and design nuances make each quarter from this era a unique, collectible item that tells a story of innovation and tradition coexisting in the United States monetary system. In today's market, the value of a 1996 Washington quarter in good condition can vary depending on factors such as the quality of preservation, the presence of original luster, and the demand among collectors, and generally these coins can fetch a few dollars above face value, but rare examples with exceptional characteristics or inclusion in special proof or mint sets can command higher prices, reflecting the enduring interest in coins from this series and the fascinating interplay between historical significance and collector enthusiasm. The history of the Washington Quarter series provides a deeper context for understanding why coins like the 1996 mint mark are cherished, and since its inception the series has undergone various transformations, including special commemorative issues, state quarters, and later the America the Beautiful quarters, each of which adds layers to the narrative of American coinage and highlights the evolving aesthetic and cultural priorities of the United States Mint over time, making every coin a piece of living history that connects the past to the present. Collectors often pay close attention to details such as the condition of the rim, the clarity of the mint mark, and the sharpness of the relief on both the obverse and reverse sides, because these subtle features can significantly influence the desirability and market value of the coin, and even minor imperfections or signs of circulation can make a difference in grading, which is why numismatists carefully assess each 1996 Washington quarter to determine its place in the spectrum of collectible coins and to ensure its authenticity and provenance. Owning a 1996 Washington quarter with a mint mark is not only an investment in a tangible piece of history, but also an opportunity to engage with a broader community of coin enthusiasts who share a passion for American numismatics, and collecting this coin can lead to a deeper appreciation for the artistry, the craftsmanship, and the historical context embedded in every detail, and it provides a tangible link to the era in which it was minted as well as to the enduring legacy of George Washington. Many collectors and historians appreciate the 1996 quarter for its design continuity, which honors the original artistry of John Flanagan while also allowing for subtle variations introduced over decades of production, and these variations can include changes in striking techniques, the fineness of the metal composition, and even minor differences in the depiction of the eagle or lettering, all of which contribute to the unique character of each coin and the narrative of the series as a whole. The market for 1996 Washington quarters continues to be supported by both new and seasoned collectors who recognize the importance of preserving coins in good condition, and by the steady interest in completing collections that span multiple years, and mint marks and auctions online and in coin shows provide opportunities for enthusiasts to acquire coins that may have been difficult to find in circulation, making the 1996 Washington quarter a sought-after collectible that combines historical resonance with practical investment potential. Finally, the 1996 Washington quarter with a mint mark serves as a reminder of the enduring appeal of American coins as symbols of heritage, culture, and artistry, and whether held in a collection admired for its design or studied for its historical significance, it remains a testament to the skill of the United States Mint and the lasting influence of George Washington as a foundational figure in American history, and every coin tells a story that transcends its monetary value, connecting collectors and historians to a shared past and a common appreciation for the beauty and legacy of numismatic treasures. Thanks for watching.